We're talking, we're hanging, we're catching some rays as he gingerly rubs lotion on her knee. Dude, there's no way around that.
Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. We are at Salisbury Beach State Reservation for the beach day. We're talking, we're hanging, we're catching some rays. Sweetie, you're getting a little red on your knees.
Oh, I am. Could you help me?
Oh, I could easily do that for you.
Thank you.
Huh?
I don't even, that was definitely not our idea. You know, there was a time, I guess we said yes to stuff that we didn't agree with. And then Ian, who did a very good job with the, with producing Real Rock TV up there in Boston, I think it was his idea. Let's go to a beach and you guys show you show the people how to pick up girls. And I have a line in there. Any other producer would go, oh my God, no, we can't use this. This is really douchey. And if we were going for douchey, that's one thing. You know, leave it in, of course. Let's point and laugh. But he left it in there like it worked. And the line I had was, we're talking, we're hanging, we're catching some rays. And I'm gingerly rubbing lotion on the knee of this girl. Now, I'll take you inside that. I had an incredibly jealous girlfriend at the time. And Ian's like, you know, I need you to like rub lotion on her knee, like you're flirting with her and stuff. And I'm like, my girl was probably 10 feet off camera. I'm like, oh, why are you doing this to me? And I was a wimp back then. I should have told her to beat it. Beat it. I'll call you in. Oh, it was before Ubers. Right. Here, just take my car and go home. You can have my car. Jump in my car. It's yours for good. And drive down I-95 and go back to your mom's house. That's what I should have said. But we all have things we should have said, right? Right. Of course. But she was like right off camera. I'm sticking with the doo-doo swaggy. This is the best $5 I'm going to make today because this content he gave me is great. And she was right off camera. And I'm trying to be like, when I was coming up in the game, I had no problem getting women. I have to say that now because this clip is so douchey. So I feel like I have to defend myself a little bit. But I'm here to say, like, I was in a relationship with this girl and she was incredibly jealous. You know how it started with her too? I got to go back to BAB. I'll bring it all around. I'm still a great radio show host. I just don't do radio anymore, which is stupid. I was at BAB doing nights. That's where I met her. And I had a really wild show at BAB. And this was pre-Anthony. Anthony used to listen to my show. He used to admit that, but he doesn't really admit that anymore. But there's tape where he admitted that he listened to my show and he liked it. But anyway, so I'm trying to like I would have girls come in. We would just play strip poker. I had girls come in and they had to wear nothing but whipped cream bikinis, just any excuse to hang out with women on my radio show. And I also knew it was a time in radio where people were really into listening to this stuff while they were driving around. Now you can't do half this stuff. And the other thing is you can't really shock people in general. So I would do all this stuff. I don't remember exactly which one it was. And I'm like doing my radio show, right? So the hotline rings. I gave her the hotline, and we were just starting to date. And she goes, hey. I'm like, hey. She goes, is that girl really naked? And I'm like, oh, yeah, she is. Isn't it awesome? Doesn't it sound great? Meaning this has to sound great through the radio, right? Bam! Old school hang up. Look, you see me go old school hang up? Bam! Hangs up on me. And that's the moment I decide, you know what? This one's a keeper. This one's a keeper. You want to go to Boston? Because I'm about to be a radio legend. Come with me. Yuck. But I did the right thing. 10 years later, I got rid of her. That's right. 10 years later. 10 years later. I was taken I was taken the whole time I was up in Boston. I was the first few years where we moved to New York, and we couldn't even walk around the streets of New York City. I was taken. Yeah. And you know what I used to look like? Every day there was something. No. Nope. Yuck. So doo-doo swaggy, thanks for the memory. But I mean, I will defend myself a little bit. There's the like inside scoop on that. My very jealous girlfriend at the time was right off camera as I have lotion in my hand, and I'm like, what part of her body can I put this lotion on where she won't lose her crap? Hey. And I'm rubbing it on her knee. This is safe, right? And then I said, we're talking, we're hanging, we're catching some rays. Same girl, by the way. We were up in, was it called the Hampton Beach Casino or something like that? I'm trying to remember, man. It was somewhere in New Hampshire. We had this giant gig. Giant. And then everyone's like, hey, why don't we go to that strip club? It was close. I forget. Was it Tens? It might have been. Oh, my God. These are memories I haven't thought of in many, many years. And so the whole like radio station was going. Anthony was going with his wife at the time and other people associated with the radio station. This was a time me and Anthony definitely were on the same page for a bit. And I look at my girl. I'm like, you all right with this? Yeah, I'm okay with this. Everyone's going, so we should go. I'm like, okay. So we go. Man, I hate admitting I was a wimp. Oh, God. You know what? Why don't you go home? Because I know even though you're saying it's okay, it's not going to be okay. That's what I should have said. That's what I should have said. So she's like, no, I think it'll be all right. All right, great. Let's do this. Let's do this. So we go into, I think it was Tens. And me and Anthony were pretty famous at this point in the Boston area. So they're like, oh my God, Opie and Anthony are here. They were freaking out. For real. I know it sounds crazy now when you watch this in 2023 as I got a phone duct taped to a MacBook, talking to barely between the 200 people. I know it's hard to believe, but the truth is that's exactly what was going on. We go in. The dancers, let's call them the dancers, because I don't know what we could get away with on the Instagram. They're very sensitive. The dancers, oh, you guys are here. They're freaking out, and they're like literally grabbing our hands. Come with me. They probably also thought we were rich, which we weren't. We barely made any money up there in Boston, even though we were crushing it. But they don't know that. They just know we're huge radio stars, and we're now in their club, and they're trying to grab our hands. Come with me. And I'm like, obviously, letting go of all hands. And this is the God's honest truth. She was so jealous. And remember, I was like, I know you're jealous. You're going to be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right. Everyone's going. Dad guy 75. Ha, ha, ha. Is this high school quarterback stories? Yeah, kind of. Kind of. Cheers to you, dad guy. Kind of. So I spent the afternoon while everyone else was having fun, drinking and getting lap dances and just checking out what we used to call the talent. I'm embarrassed to tell you, but I love telling you the stuff that makes me look bad. I kind of love it. And people around me are like, why do you tell them this stuff that makes you look bad? I'm like, I don't know, because I'm a complete person. And I think people can relate to a lot of this crap. So she was so jealous. And I could feel like if my eyes were going like this and I'm looking at like something nice, let's just say, I'll do it for you too, Instagram. I'm looking over here, like at something nice. I could feel her eyes were penetrating my skull. And I would be like, oh. And then I would just see these eyes like this. I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, okay, don't look at anything. And then all of a sudden my eyes would start moving to another well, I want to say piece of A, but Instagram, you're weird. I get knocked off the live streams on Instagram all the time. That's why I'm not on Instagram live a lot. They're just weird. So I'm looking at another like piece of like also I'm just like minding my own business. Oh, this music's at least cool. You know, I'm just staring at a fully clothed bartender. You like another beer? Yes. Don't move your eyes. Don't move your eyes. Yes. Just bopping along to a cool song, like a chord song or something. And then all of a sudden I could feel talent to my left, and I'm just like, and I'm staring again, and then with the eyes. I spent the afternoon, to cut to the chase, staring. I remember like it was yesterday. It was brass even. The beer taps, I think it was 10s in New Hampshire, they're brass. And I was staring at the beer tap for an hour straight. And I was looking at like distorted images in the brass beer taps of some fine talent. Oh my God. Ready to go? Yeah. Okay, let's go. But man, I did the right thing 10 years later. I got rid of that. That's right. Took care of me 10 years later. That's right. All because of that lotion story. That's wonderful.